Today's video is going to feature some leftover stuff from my own personal dinner. I knew I had bought a package of ground turkey, organic of course, and I knew I was only using half of it, so I boiled the other half. So I'm going to put that in. There's no seasoning, no salt, anything. It was just literally boiled turkey. Also had some jasmine rice. Once again, no seasoning, just boiled jasmine rice. Not much left over, but doesn't need to go to waste. So add that in. Also going to include about a cup of oat flour. All my recipes are usually oat flour, just because it's gluten-free and it's beneficial to the dogs. Add that in. And then I had some roasted beets. So I'm going to put some roasted beets. It'll give it a nice color. And it's super beneficial for dogs. So just gonna mash it up. Get it mashed up pretty good. There will be chunks in, but that's fine. Beets is a fantastic food coloring. Organic, natural, and very, very vibrant. And because the recipe is going to call for some water, just because it is going to be dry, I'm probably going to put more water in the beets because I do like the color. Most times it bakes out. Once you bake it, it's not a very robust color, but I can assure you the dogs don't care. Anything for aesthetic value is more for the humans, not the dogs. Okay, so I'm going to put more water. Another mashing, probably as good as it's going to get. And we will just add it in. Give it a good mix. Next up is going to be an egg. That's a nice little binding agent. Ugh, now I'm wishing that I pureed the beets because I think the color would be phenomenal. Actually, I probably will do that because I do like the red. So I'm gonna blitz it and then show you what that looks like. Okay, I did end up blitzing it just because I really like the color. I did make a mess in the interim, but I cleaned it up so you wouldn't see it. So now that, and it was just with a little bit of water, just so that I can get a decent liquid. But look at this color, oh my God. These are gonna be so cute for Valentine's Day for your pup. Now, oat flour does take a little bit longer to absorb fluids. So I usually, once I get it into a good ball, like you can actually shape it, I'll throw it in the fridge for about 20 minutes, just so it has time to absorb it. And you'll see when I come back, it will be pretty dry. Look at that color. Oh my God. Isn't that awesome? My hands, yes, but that's a great color. Okay, so it's been probably half an hour that they've been in the fridge. But as you can see, the dough is definitely now ready to mold and shape. So I've preheated the oven to 350 because that's what they all cook at. And I'm just gonna roll it out. To about 1/4 of an inch. Look at this color. Look, you can see the rice, you can see the turkey, you can see chunks of beet. And if you don't have cookie cutters, not a problem. I'm just gonna make pretty much strips for the dogs. because they don't care how pretty they are, they just care that they have a treat. And if you have a fussy eater, I think they'll like this just because of the turkey really brings it to the next level. I know I'm being a little obsessive, but that's it. And now I'm just gonna cut them, slice them. Still a little tacky, so you might want to spread down some more flour. I'm not going to bother because it's fine. It's not that bad. I'm sure if it warms up, it'll stick more. And obviously, if these treats are too long or too much, just cut them in half. Okay, at this point you probably want to put some flour on it, but again, I'm not going to because this is just supposed to be super quick, super easy. And that's about it. All right, so I've got them all cut up and they're about to go into the oven. I'm gonna cook them probably at 350 degrees for probably 23 minutes, and then I'll turn the oven off and just let them cool off in the oven. But as you can see, I just made 43 treats, and this was with some leftover food that I had that I was making for myself, which was just the ground turkey and some rice, and then the beets from my beet salad. And the dogs are gonna love them. Okay, so these cooked probably a little bit longer, probably 5 more minutes longer, so around 30 minutes or so. And I turned the oven off and just let them sit in the oven. And the color still stayed pretty good. Very happy with the colors, as you can see. And not dry, not super soft, so that's really good. And this is going to be the official taste test. These two I'm fostering. So let's see. Oh, seems like it's a success. They seem pretty happy. And into the La Crusade dog treat jar. There you go.